Hey guys, this is Sarah. Today this is a very important video for me because I am taking a part in the 1D Take Action project. This is just another reason why One Direction are literally my idols and I just look up to them so much. And these boys, they don't even know, like, they are changing the world, and that's what this project is. Take Action project by One Direction is a project of getting all the fans together to make a video or whatever and say how they would want the world to be in the future. We are the power of the future. We can change, and that's all what it's about. We are the change. I'm making mine on my ideal world. My future ideal world. Equality is the #1 thing that really needs to be apparent in the future for years to come with our children, our children's children, and everybody in the future. Like, yes, we are getting better. A lot more people are very tolerant and accepting of the LGBT community, but there are still many people, believe it or not, who are still very homophobic in many states. Also, there's still racism that still exists. People say, like, oh, there's always going to be people who are going to be, like, hateful, racist, like, homophobic and all that, but I don't think so. I think if we keep having that mindset of, like, oh, we're always going to be like that, then we're not trying hard enough. We're not changing. I think it is very possible. I mean, think about back then. People thought today we would never have same-sex marriage, or we would never have, you know, what we have today. The Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage in all 50 states in America 2 weeks ago. It's now constitutional, and that is amazing because it's my country. I was so excited when same-sex marriage became constitutional all throughout Ireland, but now it's my own country, America. There are still many countries around the world where equality is something that has not reached there yet, and it's very sad. It's sad because we are all human beings, and some people just really don't get that. I want to live in a world where I can grow up and possibly get married to a woman. I would love a world where no one would have to come out as gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, pansexual, asexual. People have to know that gender and sexuality is a spectrum, and out of 7 billion people in the world, how are we all supposed to be the same? How are we all supposed to be straight and cisgender? Brains are changing every day. It's kind of impossible for people to categorize themselves into a tiny box, and that's why I don't get why we should have labels, because they kind of like put us into this box. Emotions and feelings and human brains are so complex that you can't be putting people's feelings into a tiny box. So people just have to realize that no one's 100% straight. I don't see how you could hate somebody for loving somebody. I would just love to live in a world where there is gender equality, same-sex marriage equality, transgender equality. It's called human rights. In the future, I do not want it to be called gay marriage. I do not want it to be called gay rights. You know what I want it to be called? Human rights and marriage. I want gay marriage to just be called marriage. I want gay rights to just be called rights or human rights. People have to realize that we're not the same, but we should be treated equal. And we should be treated equal because we're all human beings who deserve love. You can't hate on love, and I don't understand it. You are here for a reason, and you are who you are for a reason. So many people are coming out these days either as something other than straight, or they're coming out as a different gender identity, or they have their own self-expression, their own gender expression. There's so many people just feeling more comfortable with themselves today, and that is so beautiful. It's so beautiful to see people walking down the street holding their lover's hand and being happy, not feeling like they have to hide every single day. And I want to get to the point in my life where I don't have to come out, or nobody has to come out. I would love a day where I could just hold a girl's hand and say I love her, and then we can get married. So I want to live in a world where people just feel safe and happy, and this is not impossible to do. I'm not saying, oh, we should live in a perfect world, because asking for these things is not asking for a perfect world. This is just asking for a normal world. A normal world will never be perfect, but asking for equality makes for a normal world. It makes for a beautiful world. And that's what I want to happen. People having equal rights as everybody else, feeling loved and not feeling different, not feeling ignored, not feeling secluded from society just because they might love differently than the majority. I would love to see, if Harry and Louis were actually a couple, I would love to just see them interact more. So beautiful to see them hold hands. Larry has made so many people happy around the world. Louis and Harry don't even know the impact that they have had on their fans. They have helped me come to terms with who I am as being pansexual, and they have helped me actually gain more respect and acceptance for the LGBT community. I never used to be like that. I used to not care at all. They have made me become a better person, and for that, they are my idols. Larry Stylinson, I don't care if you call them Larry or Louie and Harry, but they have kept people in this fandom. They have brought people into this fandom. Just them together, they are a power couple, and they're beautiful together, and they make people so happy. The love between them, platonic or romantic, it's so beautiful, and that is something I want to see more of. Even if Louie and Harry are just friends, I want them to at least go back to how they were, go back to interacting, go back to loving each other. We need to show more love in this world. We all want everyone to feel comfortable in their own skin. If you say something and you show your hateful views towards someone just because of who they are, it could be potential damage on their self-esteem, their confidence, and maybe permanently damage them. There's so many suicide rates. To leave on a positive note, this world is getting better and better every day. Change is happening even quicker today. It might not be happening quick enough, like as we want it to, but we really have to be appreciative of what we have so far. Thank you to everybody participating in this 1D Take Action project, and thank you to the boys for being so wonderful and taking action on this One Direction action project. This was such a beautiful thing to do, and I could not be any more appreciative of this project. I think this is going to change the world, change how fans think, change how anybody thinks, and this just makes me gain even more respect for One Direction. The links for this 1D Take Action project will be down in the description. If you want to participate in this, you really should. The deadline for this whole project thing is Friday, July 10th. Make a video of your ideal world. Share it on Twitter, share it on Tumblr, share it everywhere. On the website, and maybe hashtag it with 1D Take Action. Like and subscribe and make videos every week, and I'll see you guys later. Remember, you keep being you, because there's nothing wrong with you. Bye guys.